Good morning, mi gente. Haven't done a video in a while. This video is called Who is Dax Fernandez Silva? So one thing I don't talk a lot about is that I am adopted. The reason I don't talk about it is because as a kid, it gave me a lot of issues. And later now, as an adult, I actually love that I'm adopted. It's actually part of the Christian tradition. Even though I'm more of a Jungian Orthodox Christian, a lot of the Christians out here in the West don't agree with my interpretations. But it's okay. They have the right to be wrong, unfortunately. No, I'm kidding. All right. So, who is Dax? Turns out, and the big reason why I want to do this, guys, is for two reasons. One, for religious reasons. If you're Jewish, and I always thought I was Jewish, I always maybe felt like I had Jewish blood, you're supposed to follow the Mosaic law. But if you're Gentile, right, then you're supposed to follow either, if you ask the Jews, the Noahide laws, right? If you ask the disciples, they'll say the laws in the book of Acts. But Jesus says to love thy neighbor and love God with all your heart and do unto others as you would have done unto you. So that's first thing. A lot of Spanish people have Jewish DNA. And I wanted to know if I needed to follow Mosaic laws. Number two is that I met somebody who was adopted. And it started making me think a lot about it, about my origins, especially because I want to adopt a boy one day. So, I've been wanting to do it, and then I met this person. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. Maybe this is a sign that I should pull the trigger on this. I use my heritage because I want to know my ancient origins, okay? Because I'm a history nerd, right? Turns out I am mostly Spanish Portuguese, right? About 79%. In that European ancestry, I also have Greek, ancient Greek, and some ancient Celtic as well. But mostly Spanish, Iberian Peninsula region. I have a lot of ancestors from the Roman, when Rome was occupying Portugal and Spain. But I also have 12% African, 1% North African, and 7% Native American, Venezuelan and Cuban. Which is what my adopted parents told me that my biological parents were, that my dad was Venezuelan and my mom was Cuban. So that means I come from two failed socialist republics. So I have every right to hate socialism, communism, and all the other Marxist branches, feminism, right, all that crap. Yeah. I always felt like a child of the world, so I can never be racist, right? And turns out, I have a good mix. I love the mix I turned out. It turns out I have zero Jewish or Arabic DNA. So I don't have to follow the law of Moses, you know what I mean? And I've been doing a lot of research into my ancestors, and I feel more connected and more spiritually grown now than ever before. All right, mi gente, that's all for today. Till next time, cuídate.